Hey, welcome back to another Mindfulness Soul Chat with Root Work. And so today we are here to talk to my Gemini signs. I am very passionate about this sign because this is my sign. So I've asked for Spirit for the messages for the Geminis of the collective. Of course, one for the mind, one for the body, one for the spirit, with a little bit of spiritual in there. So when I was shuffling the cards, one of the first cards that fell out was the Hierophant. And so I do believe that some of the collective is really on this journey of higher learning, more so finally ready to I'm not saying it's all of us, but I am saying that you are definitely being crossed by being able to elevate self, and look for that higher level of learning, that unconventional knowledge, that really stepping into the higher self. Some of you may be, about to get married, so congratulations if that's the case. But nevertheless, I do see this spiritual awakening and just this openness to be able to move forward on a more spiritual journey, being guided by something higher than you. So coming in the mind, we come in with the Seven of Cups. And so the Seven of Cups just more so speaks to a lot of outcomes, a lot of options, delusions, okay? This is that fantasy energy, kind of everything is kind of up in the sky. This is important, though, that you understand that not all that what appears to be what it is actually what it is. So this is going to be you using your intuition and your discernment to be able to, pick the flowers from the weeds, because a lot of times weeds grow and they look just like flowers. And so sometimes it's hard for us to be able to see, what the truth is, what truth is lying underneath there. And so this is also, you're going to have to be careful of some temptations that may be on the path that you're on, right? If these are emotional choices that you are having to make, it's going to, you need to understand that the more emotional the choice, the more of the intended consequence that it's going to lead to. So what I want you to understand is that, use your logic here. A great decision is you being able to combine heart along with logic to be able to make a balanced decision. All right. Let me see some other things that I see. You may not know something about a particular situation, so you're going to need to ask questions. Trust what's only being shown to you, not necessarily what's being told to you. All right. If it's complicated, then simplify it. Simple, right? Things don't have to be so complicated. So when they are, you need to simplify it. Do not deny yourself the truth. So if the truth comes out and don't look down, don't go digging down no hole. But if the truth shows itself, then you need to trust what you're being shown, or trust what you are simplifying the situation to. Things definitely may be darker than than they appear. Coming in the body, you have the magician. And with this magician energy, that's just that alchemist energy, being able to transform yourself. You being able to, and understanding that you have the power to be able to create whatever outcome you want to create. But be careful here. Do not manipulate outcomes. Do not self-sabotage by manipulating things so that you get the intended outcome. Because what happens when we do that is that we do get an outcome, but it's not necessarily what it is that we expected it to be, even though you got the outcome that you manipulated. This is understanding that you have everything you need, including the ether, so including spirit. So continue to allow spirit to guide you. This is you not shying away from those natural skills, those natural talents, being able to be creative. If you find yourself not being in a creative energy, understand you might have other people or other energies around you that are blocking that energy, so you're not able to access it at your leisure or as you wish. Make sure you keep your focus. It's going to be important for you to keep your focus, because that's how we're able to manipulate the magic in a good way, is that we keep our focus in, that we're focused in on the things that we want. It's going to be important for you not to reinvent wheels. When we're creating, a lot of times we put a lot of effort in trying to repeat something that's already done. It's the only difference between the tube TV and a flat screen TV is somebody decided to make it thinner. So don't invent the wheel if you don't have to invent the wheel. Okay. You know, when I was pulling your cards, I was actually doing the numerology for the day. So something about this video told me to tell you that you are wanting something more. You are moving to something bigger. More so spiritual journeys in self and that higher level of self. So do make sure that if you are confused, especially when it comes to the options that we just talked about in the mind, all right, it's going to be important that you seek divination. Get that again, that wisdom, that hierophant that came out, trusting what is being told to you. It's going to help you be able to make the decisions that you need to make. What else do I see in this card? I also see understand that if some of the options that you have, they may lead you to more. If they lead you to distractions, that means that they're going to lead you to more problems. So this is why it's going to be important for you to keep your focus. Make sure that you are being honest with yourself as far as what it is that you want. Do not manipulate your own self when you don't, sometimes we don't get what we want when we tend to manipulate things. And understand if we manipulate somebody else, we're also manipulating ourselves. So be careful with that. If you are into African spirituality, especially Ifa, this is where you probably need to make offerings to Ishu or talk to Ishu about your problems, because that is one of when you get to talking about the messengers and being able to provide you with that information that you need. Also, coming in the body, in the mind, so we got the mind, body, and the spirit. We actually have the King of Swords, and this is more so talking about a person. So I could be talking about you or somebody that you're dealing with, but I really, really feel like, you are intelligent. This person is intelligent. You are intelligent. You are a leader. You possess these type of skills. You have this level of logic. So that's why it's important that you use the skill that you have, because a lot of times we don't think that we have a skill, but in reality, this is your skill. You're logical. You trust your intuition. You are a critical thinker, right? So when it doesn't make sense, think it through, but don't overthink. There's a difference between the two. You're a strong communicator. So communicate what it is that you need to know. Be clear about what it is that you need to know. Be clear about what it is that you're telling yourself as well. Do not live in disillusionment and disillusion yourself. That's not what good leaders do, right? They tell the truth and they bring the proof to back up the truth that they telling. So make sure that's what you're wanting. Make sure that's what you're giving as well. I also see, continue to allow yourself to be guided by the powers higher than you, right? Please, in understanding that, again, there is no level of manipulation here. So do not manipulate yourself. Do not lean yourself into arrogance either. Do not try to control others, because what's one thing about being logical is that you want everybody to think like you. Everybody's not you. So appreciate that too. You're going to definitely make all this is this is a Romulan energy. So this is seeking that divination, getting that getting that word of wisdom, doing those offerings, doing that Ebo, doing all of those great things, that more so if you are on a more spiritual if you're on a more spiritual path, then those are the things that you want to make your offerings to those that's providing you with messages. Make sure you're giving praise and honor to those that you seek as wise counsel, because a good leader always has and seeks wise counsel. Also, what came in for us in the spiritual card is temperance. And in this card deck, temperance speaks to, I just feel like that you're healing, you're working on healing, connecting with that higher self, connecting with those ethers, with those sources, with spirit, really aligning yourself with your higher self. That's why that Hierophant card came out. This is growth. This is going to bring prosperity. This is going to bring overall happiness for you, understanding that you're having a choice to fulfill destiny here. If you are interested in a destiny reading, I can hook you up with the avenues that I have for that. But just more so giving homage to your aura, the way you think in your head, keeping your head cool, drinking plenty of water, being able to flow as you need to, because that's what happens when we're healing, But more so, this is a great time to take a spiritual bath. Goat milk, some eggshells, some things like that. Get some cleansing going on. But overall, I see a growth in dignity and a really good character is what you are getting. Thank you.